This is Punch on Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshot himself. You already know this Saturday is Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, Saudi Arabia. The rematch, the most anticipated bout in 2019, baby. Oh man, it's fight week. You already know how Punch Run get in fight week. We moonshining. We're gonna break it down, the technical side. I know a lot of channels out there, a lot of vlogs ain't breaking it down. The technical side. A lot of people like to trip and talk trash and predict what's gonna happen. But let's probably show you what might happen in the fight. Now, first, let's start off with the champion right now. You already know it's Andy Ruiz. He upset everybody. Everybody's calling him the Douglas of this era. You know what? That's because a lot of people just ain't know Andy Ruiz. That's just because a lot of people wasn't paying attention to the sport of boxing like that. So, we already know Andy Ruiz is an Olympian. He's been fighting since yay high, so he got all the fundamentals. He is a prestige heavyweight. I know a lot of people's overlooking him, but he is a good heavyweight in this era. So there's a lot of things that Andy Ruiz does good because of his height, and I'm gonna show you what he has to do to win the fight. Now some of y'all saying, but come on, Punch, bro, what are you talking about? Andy Ruiz won the fight already. What do you need? What do you mean by saying what he needs to do to win the fight? Like he don't know what to do if he needs to win the fight. But a lot of people wasn't giving him the credit. To this day, a lot of people still ain't giving him the credit. Everybody is saying that it was Anthony Joshua who lost the fight. It was that Anthony Joshua beat himself. But in reality, it was what Andy Ruiz was doing good. Now, first, you gotta remember, Andy Ruiz only had 1 month. Well, matter of fact, both of them had 1 month to actually, study each other so they could fight at Madison Square Garden. You already know he was a substitute. But that don't mean that Andy Ruiz was not prepared to fight a guy like Anthony Joshua. Remember, Anthony Joshua was 6'6", 6'7". Andy Ruiz just finished retiring a guy that is 6'7". So he was in camp already practicing on a guy that was actually, Anthony Joshua's height. But Anthony Joshua was preparing for Baby Miller, the steroids type of guy, the cheater. Anyway, he was preparing for him. Wasn't preparing for nothing like Andy Ruiz. So in that sense, a lot of people were saying that he got that Anthony Joshua had the advantage. Actually, Andy Ruiz had the advantage. Remember, he just finished beating some guy that was 6'7". A guy that also was from Europe. That European has some similar styles, meaning European fighters likes to fight very disciplined, very textbook like, and that's Anthony Joshua. But what Andy Ruiz needs to do with his height is certain things that a lot of people have not been doing in the sport of boxing right now today. He does not abandon the jab, and not just a jab to the face. Andy Ruiz likes to use the jab to the body. So that's how he gets inside. Remember, in this fight this Saturday, Anthony Joshua has to be the bigger guy. He has the advantage with the range, with the weight. Oh, not the weight. You already know. Andy Ruiz got a little snicker ball in him. You already know. So, a lot of burrito, burrito, Taco Bell, everything, my friend. Anyway, so, that Anthony Joshua just has to be textbook. He's not unorthodox and he's not unpredictable. So it's not easy, but Andy Ruiz, which is an ex-Olympian, knows how to fight a guy that's textbook. He's not gonna be even full of surprises. Maybe the power, but you already know they already fought each other, so there's no surprises coming up. And I don't think that Anthony Joshua is actually gonna learn something. I think it's gonna be more of a mental game. But Andy Ruiz, why he won the fight? It was because he was getting on the inside with the jab. The jab at the inside. He usually uses the 1-2, bam, bam, the 1-2 to get inside. While other fighters like using the 1-2 in the head. 1-2 in the head or jab to the body, boom, connect with the I'm southpaw right now. Hold on. Let me switch it up. I'm sorry. So you already know Andy Ruiz, he'll touch up, boom, with the jab. Bop, bop, 1-2, 1-2. Certain boxers like to use that bang bang and hit you with the straight right, on the top of the head. But Andy Ruiz loves to work the body, and with his height, and he's used to fighting guys taller than him. I like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson always been the smaller guy, so Mike Tyson always goes to the body, So Andy Ruiz needs to go to the body and do what he does that is great, and that he does not abandon the jab. He used the jab, he works behind the jab, but his jab actually likes to tap the body. 1, 2, 1, 2. He likes to get inside. Now, Anthony Joshua has to know that with his range, what he needs to do is be disciplined. With the jab, keep him outside, If you saw the first fight, a lot of people was talking about what he did in the beginning of the fight. Everybody like talking about the knockdown, but remember, Anthony Joshua regained some control, and that's because he was staying in the outside. Once the Andy Ruiz closed the gap and got him in range, that's what Anthony Joshua had nothing to do. Because remember, European fighters, I don't like to say this, but it is what it is. European fighters does not like to fight the inside fight. They like to be rangy, like to keep you on the outside. Very textbook like, work behind the jab, 1, 2. 1, 2. Not too many combinations, but bang, bang. Unless if you're a little guy like Lomachenko, you already know how he is. Or Usyk. These guys are textbook. Tyson Fury, textbook. Like to work behind the jab, but you already know Anthony Joshua was not that fast. So for Andy Ruiz, he likes to, fight, use upper head movement. He really don't use the footwork. A lot of people don't got the footwork right now in the sport of boxing, so he don't got the footwork. But yeah, he likes to catch punches, bang, bang, catch punches, bang, bang, stick to the jab, boom, and then he likes the looping left hand. Now, that's gonna be his ticket to get inside. Now, the ticket for Anthony Joshua is to actually do what a lot of people hate doing. And that's grab. It's for straight. Make it a boring fight. Remember, the objective of this fight is to win. It's to win. It's not about looking nice. It's not about pleasing the crowd. In this fight, you gotta do whatever you need to do to win the fight. So you need to bang. And Andy Ruiz get close, and you gotta grab, and you gotta make it a boring fight. Take him on to the later rounds. At the end of the day, like I said, Anthony Joshua he's not an inside fighter like that. So he needs to do is control his range, use the jab, sneak a little uppercut when he comes to the inside, or you gotta chop, or you gotta land that over right in top of Andy Ruiz's jab. Andy is a fast dude, so he likes to jab, come out, bang, bang, come out, bang, and then he'll get inside, likes to throw that looping left, looping right. And at the end of the day, Andy Ruiz is there to be hit. Anthony Joshua is there to be hit. But Anthony Joshua has to control the range. Like I said, this is more about Andy Ruiz and what he needs to do. He needs to get inside. So in Anthony Joshua's corner, they got to say, you know what? He needs to come to us. So Anthony Joshua has to be patient more than Andy Ruiz. I don't think Andy Ruiz could afford to be patient in this fight. He needs to bring the fight to Anthony Joshua. He needs to make it dirty. And let's see if his tactical moves, Anthony Joshua, if he's going to negate the inside fight, if Anthony Joshua will grab him, will clinch, pull out, bam, bam, surprise with a couple of jabs, if he's going to do that. We'll see. But he got to make it a dirty. Andy Ruiz got to make it a dirty fight. Anthony Joshua can't make it happen a dirty fight, and he needs to control the range. Again, the money punch for Andy Ruiz is going to be those jabs to the body that's going to bring Anthony Joshua to his level in due time, and that's when he's going to be catching with over rights, left hooks, looping left hooks, over right hands. And that's what you saw in the fight. And that might work again. Unless Anthony Joshua controls the range, make it a boring fight, go into this fight thinking you're going to go the whole 12 round. You got to outbox Andy Ruiz. Of course, these two are Olympian. And then when you see the opening, you got to shoot that uppercut, but you got to do it fast. Anthony Joshua has to shoot the uppercut fast, because Andy Ruiz eventually will have to come inside. That's what it is. It's like little guys, you have to come inside, or the guy's just going to control the range outside. Mike Tyson had to peekaboo his way, boom, hit the shoulder, come to the side, boom. He has to bring it inside if he's going to be successful versus guys that are like 4 or 5 inches taller than him. So again, Watch out. You're going to see Andy Ruiz. He's going to be throwing that 1-2. That straight right to the body, that jab to the body, make Anthony Joshua come down to his height. And once Anthony Joshua comes down to get to his height and is getting tired of hitting to those body shots, that's going to be the opening with the right hand from Andy Ruiz or the left. For Anthony Joshua, he needs to time those jabs and chop them with the right hand, boom, or keep his distance to the jab. We're going to be breaking it down a little more for Anthony Joshua, but that was more of Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz has to go with the 1-2 to the body, boom, the opening comes. Got to be strategic. Got to be strategic about it. There's going to be a rematch. They already know each other, but now they have done their study, overall study. And you already know Punch Drunk gotcha. On the next video, we're going to talk about what really Anthony Joshua really has to do and how to negate the smaller man with a good speed. I got to break it down, y'all. This is Punch Drunk Boxing. You already know. Saturday, stay tuned. You already know. It is going to be a wonderful fight. Allahu Akbar. You already know. Shout out to all my Saudi Arabian dudes out there. You already know, man. We brothers and sisters in Christ. This is Punch Drunk Boxing. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell when you get in my updated videos. You already know the merch is coming soon. The hat's here. The shirts is here. All the colors is good. You already know. Simple colors. Red, black, white, black. White, red, you know we ain't racist with the merch. Hello, you already know. On to the next.